if you're watching this video, probably at some point you would either go to university, are in university currently, or will graduate or have graduated, or will graduate soon, or you didn't go. And kind of for the people that are in the university category, what is your plan when you graduate? Because I have a few points to kind of touch on, and I'm just going to keep on speaking till I've hit all those points. And the first one is, it kind of seems like there's no real jobs nowadays. Like there's no, it feels like everybody's looking for jobs. I'm the kind of person that likes to analyze things at face value, and I feel the efforts you kind of put into university is not worth the output that you would get out of it. And I'm not saying university is useless. That's not what I'm coming here to say. Like university has gotten a lot of people out of poverty. And university, the degree itself has probably fed a lot of families, especially in our parents' generation. So I'm not saying university is useless in any way, shape, or form. I'm not trying to downgrade it or anything. If I'm doing anything, whether it's going to university or not, you should always try to add some leverage to it. And I made a video on leverage before. If you want to check out the video, you should always try to add a degree of leverage to it. So if you are a doctor, try and see doctors that are making videos and make those kind of videos while you're doing your thing. And whatever other profession you're doing, try and implement some sort of leverage. The only issue I have with university, to be honest, is that I don't think it's as useful as it used to be. Like I feel like in the past generation, is that Gen X or boomers? I don't know. Our parents' generation, basically, university was the thing. Like if you didn't go to uni, there was really no other way to do things. So I feel like people still keep that kind of mentality where if you don't go to uni, then you're not really going to achieve anything in life. But I don't feel that's the case. I feel you can absolutely do anything outside university. Any information, like let's not pretend like all that information isn't out there for free. Like all the information you're going to learn in university is out there for free on the internet. Most of our teachers kind of copy that notes from the internet. Like in our school, we have a projector where the teacher literally logs onto the internet and shows us from the internet and explains to us what he wants us to know. So I don't really get the point of training for 4 years or more, depending on what course you're doing, for a degree at a chance to get a job. Because let's be honest, I can't speak for everybody. For the people I know are kind of like struggling to get jobs, and if you're watching this and people you know are like saying there's no jobs, etc., like please write your comments down below, because I'm trying to get to a certain point. I'm trying to explain something. I'm trying to show something. Like let's try and list it down. The input versus what you get out nowadays. So you spend 4 years at a university, paying money every semester, paying your time also, as a chance to get a. Then if you pass those 4 years, you get your degree, and you have a chance to get a job, but the job doesn't really come in time. You have to wait a couple of extra years because there's no jobs. And once you get that job, the pay isn't really good enough for you to do anything, especially in the beginning. So you have to wait extra years again to do other stuff, etc. Start a family. Maybe you want to do other things in your life apart from going to school, because like university is not everything. Like you have a life outside university. So how would you fund that during staying in uni? Like how would that work? So I don't feel like the input and output align. I remember when I was in SS2, everybody was going to write WAEC in SS3. I don't know if you are like if you are foreign, we call it SS2 and SS3. That's this class before university, uni or college, which is grade 12 or grade 11. So I was in SS2 at the time, which is grade 12, and I remember I can't remember the exact day, but I remember what it felt like. I was just sitting and I was like, what do I actually want to do in my life? Like, you could choose between science and arts in SS1. I chose science, and I was like, what do I want to do? Like, at some point, I'm going to go to university. Let me start trying to plan some things out. And I was sitting there, I was like, okay, I'm going to university to get a good job. Then why not try and get the highest paying job? Because I want to make the most amount of money. Because money is actually very important to life. Things money can do is like, it's amazing. I'll make a video on that. That deserves a separate video. And I was sitting there at the time. For that, from that point on, leading to like SS3, I was doing some research, and I stumbled on like neurosurgeon. Like the pay at the highest level of being a neurosurgeon was very tempting. Like it was like the highest. That's what I came up with. So I was like, should I end up becoming a neurosurgeon? And at this point, I was kind of a kid because I didn't really know anything. So I was like doing the research. How much does a neurosurgeon pay? I can't remember the exact pay, etc. But it was very high, and I was trying to see what it would take to get to that level of being a neurosurgeon. So I kept on doing my research, and I kept on researching expenses like in Nigeria, like, and things didn't add up. I was like, how am I going to spend this much money doing university, spend this much time, 10 plus years, 15 plus years, getting to a degree, and the pay still wouldn't be enough to cover my expenses. So at that point, I was like, unacceptable! 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 Man, I don't think the university thing is for me because I don't see the benefit to it. I don't see the when I can learn the information for free online. Why do I have to go and spend those 4 years? Why can't I learn it on the side and then start a business? That was my pitch to my parents, but they didn't agree to it. So here I am now in university. I'm not really trying to convince you not to go to university. I'm not trying to convince you to go to university either. I'm just saying my experience. I don't see the benefits money wise, especially time wise. Like it's kind of taking away your years, to be honest. Because most people in university, they don't even, most people in my department are like cheating exams, take every opportunity to cheat. Most people in my YEC, everybody cheated. Everybody used their phones in YEC. So it's like the foundation of the system is really broken. So you're telling me once you get into the system, it's going to be much better. And that takes me on to my other story of working a job. So I work in a hospital in the HR department, and that was the most depressed I've ever been. Sitting in an office from like 9 to 5, it was so depressing. Like people do this for like their whole life. It was supposed to be a month for me. The pay was supposed to be 40K. I quit after 2 weeks and took 20K because it was honestly so depressing. Like I can't explain to you how depressing that was. I would not wish that on my worst enemy. That's the most depressed I've ever been in my life, in my entire life. Because you kind of have to suck up to the boss and say things you don't really feel. Oh, well done, sir. Like that's not the issue. The issue is just the environment was so it was not for me at all. Honestly, I think the only solution is to start a business or own equity in a business, whether it's yours or someone else's. Because that experience for me was the worst experience of my life. Like it was not worth it at all. And that's some people's job. Some people have to start a family on that. Some people can't start a family because of that, and they have to wait extra years to get promoted. So am I trying to just complain? No, I'm just trying to say what is and the solution to it. The solution basically is not having to rely on the system, being able to rely on yourself, and you do that by owning equity in a business, whether it's yours or someone else's. So I think you should really work towards starting a business, and basically whatever you're doing, try and add some leverage to it. Like if you're a uni student, make videos, etc. But it's not just money you're paying. You're paying with your years, your time. Like you're going to spend, let's say you go to uni at 18, you spend 19, 20, 21, 22 in uni. At that point, let's say you're in Nigeria, you do NYSC, that's 23. At that point, maybe you at that point you apply for a job. If you're not doing your masters, let's say you're doing your masters, that's probably 1 year, 24. At that point, you want to start looking for a job. I don't know how long people wait. I know some people who are waiting for jobs, and some said from like 6 months to a couple of years maybe. So at that point, it's just like till you finally land a job and it's stable enough to start a family. Maybe you'll be close to 30, and at that point, is that what you want? If that's what you want, then that's fine. I don't have anything to say to you. But if you're honest, for if you already like have like a dream, I'm just trying to say try and achieve your goal. Try and achieve that goal actively. It's not about dreaming. Like bring it into reality. Try and bring it into reality. Take like one small action towards that while you're doing whatever you're doing. Like if you rely on the system will always do what's best for the system. And that's not necessarily what's going to make you like happy and fulfilled in life. So while the system is doing its own thing, try and do your own thing too. Because the system is doing what it should be doing. It's doing the best thing for itself, and that's what you should try and emulate. Do the best, take the best actions for yourself. Every one of us is going to take a different path, but you try to work towards some sort of financial freedom. And I made a video on leverage. There's better videos made on leverage you can use no matter what occupation you're pursuing. Or if you want to take my advice, I think you need to start some sort of business and try and work hard on it. Work hard on your own goals as hard as you're working on your job, on someone else's goals. You should work as hard on your own goals as you are putting into someone else's goals. Whatever job you're working, you are pushing someone's future ahead. You're pushing someone's dreams ahead, and if you are not going to push your own dreams ahead, then no one will do that for you. That's what you need to do. This video was a bit long. It's on the 17 minutes mark already. I'm probably going to cut it down to like 15 minutes or like 12 minutes, etc. First of all, you need to have a goal. If you're not going to university, or if you're going to university, and chances are like your job won't fulfill you, so you're going to have to do something other than that. And try and start a business, try and start a hustle, do your research, do it actively, and work hard towards your goal. Because no one else is going to do it for you. You have to bring it forward into reality yourself. Don't push someone else's dream at the expense of your own. Other people will do that for them. Let them hire their own workers. You do your own thing. Like work on your own. Work on something. It's definitely going to be hard. It's not going to be easy. I want to end this with a quote from Naval. A fit body, a calm mind, and a house full of love. These are things that must be earned. They cannot be bought. And even financial freedom must be earned. They cannot be bought. You have to work hard towards it. It's one thing to always, maybe you're sitting with your friends discussing, oh, Nigeria is this, Nigeria is that. Things are increasing, expenses are increasing, and they keep on increasing. Your salary is not adjusted for inflation. Your salary will stay the same. Inflation will keep on increasing. Like at some point, I don't even know what's going to happen in the future. Maybe there'll be some sort of riot, etc. I don't know. I'm not making any predictions. I don't know what's going to happen. But at what point are you going to let inflation keep on rising till you say, oh, I can't do this job anymore? Inflation is way too much. Like, you have other things you want to do with your life. You might want to travel. You might want to have kids early. You might want to, experience other things, etc. Like, university is not everything. If I tell my younger self this and look at my younger self that was angry at going to university, I was saying university is not everything. You don't have to go. Obviously, it's a shame you ended up going, but it's not everything in life. The other things you want to experience, like do your own thing, like do it for you. Work on your own dreams. Don't push someone else's dreams. Don't work on someone else's dreams at the expense of your own. that's that person's problem. You know, you don't have to like, if possible, try and avoid working a job. Start your business, start your hustle, and work on your own dreams. You know, keep on reading, keep on doing your research, etc. At some point, with your expenses, with your salary, it's not going to be accurately adjusted for inflation. Like, think of a couple years ago, the cost of like a beverage, etc. And think of the cost of the beverage now. Like, do you think it's really going to reduce, or do you think it's going to keep on slowly increasing? And at what point are you going to go, nah, this is enough, I can't work a job anymore, let me build towards my future? And maybe at that point you're old, you can't really grind while you can only can't grind that way when you're very old. Like, these are your young years, you have a lot of energy, and try to invest that in your own dreams. Work on your dreams. If you can't work on your passion, work a hustle so you can work on your passion. If you can't actively pursue your passion, pick up any business and try and work towards achieving that goal. Because it's one thing to say it and it's one thing to do it. I'm working on it. I'll make videos. I'm still making videos. I'll get there. I'll get to that video in time. But yeah, good luck on whatever it is you're doing. And keep asking questions. Keep asking questions. Don't just be a product of your don't just be a product of your environment. Ask questions, and good luck to everyone. You have to work hard for your dreams. It's very possible to achieve them, and let's see how it works out for everyone.